We are faced as humanity with one of the most severe viruses to afflict mankind in recent years. But we have also noticed that those viruses are becoming much more frequent and much more widespread and with more severe health consequences than before. So as a small island economy that is so open and dependent on foreign trade, especially tourism, for very survival, it is important that we begin to look at the consequences of it. I think one, we are very well could be seeing a global recession. We know that Grenada is, has been described before by former Prime Minister and others, when the developed world sneeze, we catch a cold. Certainly, first and foremost, the global supply chain has come to a halt. And it is so because the People's Republic of China is the global economic engine, the global manufacturing center of the world. We have become so integrated in this ever globalized world that when a major economy like the Chinese economy gets affected in such severe and such deep way, it has global ripples. Recent data indicate, as 2 days ago, that over $2.7 trillion have been lost in the global economy. We are seeing the impact of what's happening on cruise ships and on travel. In the UK, for example, Flybe, one of British Airways' subsidiary companies, has gone bankrupt because of the coronavirus, which led to massive cancellation of flights. So those are some of the consequences that are going to come our way. These are the economic headwinds that economies like ours are going to be facing up to. At the moment, in Grenada, I haven't picked up any information of any direct consequences so far, save and except some businesses already indicating that certain items are not coming as frequently and so on as they normally do. We have to look at what's going to happen to shipping. As you know, Grenada is heavily dependent, not just on tourism for its survival, but also for our very daily consumption of food. We import $1 billion worth of items annually. What is the consequence of that, of a global slowdown? It means that our imports are going to decline. The boats coming in will begin to be more and more sparse, and therefore it can affect the supply of products in Grenada. We also know that one of the consequences of this virus is beginning to talk about social distancing. It's one of the responses, one of the true responses that you normally have in a health situation like this, as we're experiencing. So we're likely to see the escalation of digital currencies, the escalation of e-commerce and e-trade going to be taking place. Also, we're likely to see the impact of e-learning. This is an opportunity, as bad as it is, as terrible as it is, and we are not yet sure of what the final consequence is going to be, because the virus is still escalating, it is still migrating, as I would term it, from country to country. We have to look at our food security issues. And I think it's an opportunity for us to really conduct some structural changes in our economy. One of those will require us to go back to the land, to go back to agriculture, right? To begin to produce more of our needs, eat what we grow what we eat. Now is the time for truly implementing that kind of philosophy that we have preached over the years.